Oh no, Lurrus is everywhere, even in your Doomsday deck. Okay, welcome back, vintage gamers, to a Wednesday night stream. Normally on Wednesday night, we do things a little outside the box, a little bit brewing, but we are waiting on the new set to drop, and we have NYSE coming. So I'm going to play a bit more of a real deck, but it is still a bit outside the box, and that's going to be Lurrus Doomsday. Lurrus Doomsday is a deck that I have stayed away from in the past because I think, in my personal opinion, that it takes away the good parts of Doomsday in terms of power, speed, resilience, or more about power and speed. And it makes you kind of a bad Lurrus deck. So I have not been playing with this deck almost at all because I don't feel like it vibes with how I want to approach the format. That being said, multiple powerful players have done well with this deck, and so we'll do a stream with it and check it out. Most notably, Reed Duke was playing a version of this deck at the New York City paper event that I attended. And then Kevin to Subasa Cat has just put up a bunch of recent challenge top 8s with it, and even wrote up a little guide that I will link in, I guess, the description of the YouTube video and in chat right now about some of the non-traditional, non-Oracle Doomsday piles that you can make with this deck. Most of them involve putting a Doomsday at the end of your pile so that you can use your Frog and your Lurrus and you can loop turns and attack and win. That's kind of the gist of it. I looked over it a little bit before the stream, so we have some idea of when to do that. You do still obviously have Oracle, but you don't have second Oracle in the console, which Kevin has at least cut from this list. We are playing a kind of a fair blue deck that has a oops I win condition, which I think is a good place to be in Vintage typically. It's very similar in style to something like the Wizard Lurrus PO deck. So, but you'll see here you have 6 creatures in Frogs and Tamios. There is a deck like this, for what it's worth, in Legacy. I think they call it Tempo Doomsday in Legacy. But I think there are some differences still. So you have a bit of a more robust game plan with Lurrus here. But what you lose is you lose Street Wraith. And I think losing Street Wraith is a huge deal. It's a really big power level downgrade. You're going to lose your ability to turn 1 very often. You're going to really decrease your speed in the deck. And you're going to try to play these like longer games. I get worried because you don't have as much removal as a Lurrus Frog deck, like a typical Lurrus Frog deck. You don't get to play all the removal spells in the main. But you do, make up for the bad Lurruses with, Frogs and Baubles and Tamios here. So we'll see how that plays out in this league. Someone in chat was talking earlier about you're losing Murktide in the sideboard. I think losing Murktide is not too big of a deal in the sideboard. The Murktide pivot is mostly for Lurrus control. And theoretically, playing these Frogs and Tamios and stuff is going to make you better against Lurrus control. Yeah. I would assume most of the time we're still going to be going for our Oracle combo kills, but I will, of course, try to keep in mind if we want to do any of the Frog or Lurrus-based Doomsday loopings. So, yeah. Anything else about this deck list? I will, of course, preface this by saying this is pretty far out of my wheelhouse. I do think I'm a pretty good Doomsday player at this point. I've got a lot of Doomsday practice in 2024, but this is definitely a different beast. And typically, I'm not as good at playing these like Frog tempo shells, but even if they have a combo-based kill in them. So don't expect the crispest Reed Duke Subasa Cat level play from me, but we'll try to learn as we go, and hopefully everybody comes out of the league with a little bit of a better understanding on what's going on with this new Doomsday list. I'll see you in round 1. The legendary NYSE Open returns to Long Island in New York. This 9th installment will be a 15 proxy $500 entry fee tournament where the top 8 will return home with 8 pieces of real unlimited power. Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, and all 5 Moxens will be part of this celebration of vintage. At 100 players, there'll be an additional wacky draft with classic booster packs from Ice Age to Onslaught, the NYC trophy, Karn altars, $1,000 in giveaways, dealers, and much, much more. Check out the link below for all the details. I hope to see you there. Let's battle. Welcome to I Have a Cat Doomsday Edition. Okay, yeah. Well, I have a Doomsday Edition. We're gonna test my pile building right away, aren't we? No reveal from the opponent. See what they have. It's highly likely, if they are in fact on Oath, which is the last seen deck. Oh, it's bizarre. It's highly likely we are jamming a turn 1 Doomsday, even then having to do a pass the turn pile. This is kind of what I'm saying though. Like, oh Jesus, it's CounterVine. So if you think about it right now, and you say, oh, we're actually playing normal Doomsday, right? It's highly likely that this Psychic Frog would be a Street Wraith. And if this Psychic Frog is a Street Wraith, it means that if we were to draw a cantrip on turn 1, any cantrip, Street Wraith or 1 mana blue cantrip, we would actually have a turn 1 kill by doing the Dark Ritual, Doomsday, draw into Lotus, use the blue cantrip to draw into Ancestral into Mox Sapphire, Oracle. We have a turn 1 kill with Force Backup. So, like, we have knowingly given up our ability to have this be a turn 1 kill, and instead we have a Frog. So that's the really big problem point I have with this deck. I just feel like Doomsday is so good because it has that level of power and speed. So we're gonna go to 16, and we're gonna go to 8, and then we're gonna go to we're gonna go to 16, and then we're gonna go to 8, and then we're gonna go to 2, and then we're gonna go 1. If we have to force, we go to 15, and we go to 7, and we go to 1. I think we're fine. I think we just go for a Doomsday and make an Ancestral Pile and hope it works. Ancestral Pile should beat Wasteland as well, so as long as my opponent doesn't have double force or force Mindbreak Trap, we should be fine. Double force. How does double force fare for us now? We would go to 14. So we actually beat double counterspell now. So now we just have to like avoid another random Vengevine, I think. So should be just fine. I guess Mental Misstep could throw a wrench in the plans. Oh, I guess Noxious Revival could also throw a wrench in the plan. Yes. So my pile is going to be a straightforward Ancestral into. We can't go Gush because we could get Wastelanded. So Ancestral into Black Lotus, Thassa's Oracle. It doesn't matter, right? I can put putting another land in the pile just doesn't really matter because I'm gonna die. I don't think any of the other cards matter really. A Mental Misstep won't help because I would have already died. A Thoughtseize doesn't help because I'll have no life. I guess theoretically we could put a Gush underneath just in case. Actually, I don't think we get another turn though, right? So I don't think it matters. All right, I'm gonna say that none of the other cards matter besides Ancestral Lotus and Oracle. I could be wrong though. We'll see. All right, so the bottom card goes first. I haven't done this in a while now. Bottom card goes first, and then each card goes on the top after that. So Underground Sea, and then Oracle, Black Lotus, Gush, and Ancestral. It's just a Lurrus deck. It's an experimental deck for fun, for content. Are there Ritual into Lurrus backup plans? I mean, there are. I don't think in this game we'll have a Ritual into Lurrus backup plan. Currently, we're at 8 life, which means we have 1 force available to us because we're going to go to 2. I guess theoretically we could have put a Flusterstorm in the pile, but again, they would have just hit us with whatever. So I mean, I could think about a backup plan if we had the ability to play a backup plan, but we don't. Our opponent had free 6 power on turn 1 with haste. Squee Root Wallet, 4 cards in hand. It would be bad if my opponent has Noxious Revival. I mean, they can have lots of things here. This is one of the worst matchups in the whole format for Doomsday. Looks like they have Noxious Revival. And then if they have Counter Magic backup, we die. If They don't have counter magic backup, then we're fine. They have double Rockfish Revival. Okay. We die. Not much we could do there. We had a good hand, actually. We had quite a good hand. But we were on the draw and we got destroyed. Definitely not a matchup you want to see. Looks like we're going to lose out on our Lurrus because we have ley lines, but we don't have Tabernacle in this build. It makes sense. Squee is basically completely pushed out of the metagame. You basically see no Squee. So it makes sense to not have any Tabernacle in your sideboard, but it's going to hurt us here. It's going to hurt us for sure. So negation is terrible. Doesn't really hit anything. Typically, I feel like Island's bad, but they are wastelands, so it's probably not bad. Spell Pierce is a 1-mana counter, but it's a lot worse than Flusterstorm. Frogs are probably fine in this matchup. I don't really know if you want a Thoughtseize in this matchup, but maybe these Delve spells take too long. That could be true. Let me just go take a quick peek and see if there was even CounterVine in the last time. The last time he wrote about this deck, I don't even think CounterVine was in the metagame. It's not. There was a 2003 version. But I think a lot of the cards that are in the sideboard for CounterVine in 2003 are gone from the sideboard now, sadly. Like some of the big ones are Shieldred or let's see. Leyline, Tabernacle, Duress, Murktide Regent, Shieldred, Island. Yeah, none of those cards exist here anymore. So it looks like just these cards. I think Thoughtseize is probably fine. Tamiyo at least is blocking these Root Wallas. This looks good to me. Oh, we have a Duress on our sideboard? Okay, I should have brought this Duress in. Sorry. I think Duress is pretty good, whereas I think Thoughtseize is kind of bad. Man. I assume I'm supposed to keep this hand, but this is the kind of hand where I want to have a Shieldred in my deck, right? Because I would go up to 4, up to 6 Demonic for a Shieldred. I just don't have a Shieldred in my deck. Is this still a keepable hand, though? I could theoretically play a turn 1 Lorien, but it goes into a Mindbreak trap. I can technically play a turn 1 Doomsday. It also plays into a Mindbreak trap or a negation or a force. Yeah, this is like definitely the kind of hand where you wish that you had... I mean, this hand I actually kind of wish I had Lurrus, not Leyline. I mean, I'm never mulliganing this hand, right? It's just like, what am I doing with this hand? I can't imagine I'm supposed to mulligan with it. Like, you have good cards. You're just super weak to Mindbreak Trap. But you're always super weak to Mindbreak Trap. They mulled a 4. They mulled a 3. They mulled a 2. I mean, now we don't have to play around much. Unless they keep, like, exactly bizarre Mindbreak Trap. I mean, we should just go for Doomsday, right? Three, 4, 6, 4, 1. I mean, we could play... How do I play this slowly? I can't really play this slowly. I guess we could theoretically go Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, Lorien revealed off of Lotus. I don't have a Lurrus chat because I boarded in Leyline of the Void. What if I just play a Leyline of the Void? What if we just go Underground Sea, Lotus, Ritual? Or is that 5 mana? Because this is only plus 2 mana. Well, isn't this 4 mana plus 2 mana? We could play a Leyline here, but then what do we do? Lose to a hollow one? I feel like this game would be really easy if I had a Shieldred in my deck. I mean, everything loses to trap. I mean, I could play around trap. I can just pass the turn. Let's try passing the turn. They're gonna hold here. Makes me think they have a trap. Ley line. It's kind of hilarious. I guess we could just dark ritual a ley line. I guess there's no real reason to dark ritual the ley line. We could just cast the ley line. It's kind of better to dark ritual the ley line. I could like, yeah, if I'm playing around trap, then I want to just do it this way. They're just gonna pass. Okay. I guess it's really weak to vigor. Like super weak to vigor. I don't know. I kind of want to just like have the ability to have a draw spell and win the game in one turn, you know? I just can't win the game in one turn. But like, why do we care about playing fast? Our opponent is not putting any clock in play. But like, they definitely didn't keep vigor. Like, they definitely kept Mindbreak Trap, right? You can't ever keep vigor if you have two cards. You have there's like zero chance of ever casting vigor or ever having vigor in that opening in that hand. I think we'll like eventually win this game. Ugh. I just don't want these cards though. These cards are really bad. I guess Gush lets me win the game, so maybe I should just take it. Definitely don't need another fetch land. I was like kind of hoping to have a forceful backup or something. I mean, they definitely have they definitely have counter magic. I want to play this game slow. I think I want a DT for a frog. Or a force or something. I think you're just not supposed to cast Doomsday here. I think this puts my opponent under like real problems. They discarded Mindbreak Trap, chat. Sometimes I feel pretty smart. So they got vigored, but I have another one. I could always gush and try to hit force. I feel like it's fine. I'll just like reload next turn. They have 0 cards in hand. Probe? Read them and weep. Activate now is awkward. They pitched force. All right. Yeah, they're dead. They're just super dead, right? Yeah. I kind of like how we played that game. It was very awkward, but instead of like running into a possible way we could lose with running into Mindbreak Trap, we just chose not to. It's kind of sweet. I do want, I mean, Duress is not, yeah, you probably want Duress. I feel like you want Mental Misstep so you don't get Noxious Revivaled. But I could see siding it out. Maybe you could side out one Bobble here as well. Something like that's probably fine. Weird game. Leyline, Bobble. I mean, I guess. They mold to 3. Yes. But they still had Mindbreak Trap for... If we went all in and got Mindbreak Trap, we had no action. We had no action. I actually think we might have lost the game. Because we wouldn't have even had Leyline. Like, we would... Oh. Could have lost it. Could have lost their mold to 2 or 3 or whatever. I probably shouldn't have put both of these ley lines in play. I was talking to chat. Sorry. My bad. 2 or 3, yeah. I think it was 2. Noxious Revival. I wonder if I'm supposed to not play Tameo because of Wasteland here. Probably not. I have a Mishra's Bauble. The third ley line. I don't have anything that kills Hollow One, though. That's pretty cool. Oh, I guess I just get a... No, I just have to... All I have to do is resolve a Frog, right? Frog beats Hollow One. I don't think we're in trouble here at all. You think we're in trouble here? Seems like a weird read on the situation. Also, a flip Tameo is pretty good. We gotta find one. I mean, our whole deck is draw spells, draw cards. I feel like we're just supposed to crack this clue. Yeah, I don't think holding it for next turn is a good use of our mana. That's fine. Our whole deck is draw spells. Like, it's Doomsday. What are you worried about here? We can also block with Tameo twice. We have infinite time. I'm so confused. I don't understand how you could look at this board and think we're in a bad spot. That's nuts. That's crazy to me. I do wish we had a Tabernacle, though. Master Squee Noxious gets pitched. Definitely don't want to cast this in without a Flusterstorm or something. Dark Ritual. What? Yeah, I think you're completely off base. I have no idea how you could come to that conclusion. Like, I have 7 turns, 6 turns at least, and they have no way to get card advantage. Unfortunately, I can't really bait with anything here. I guess I could bait with a Doomsday. It's like a little scary to bait with a Doomsday, but probably just bait with a Doomsday. Fuck, they let it resolve. No. All right, I gotta do some thinking here. I don't want to play into Mind Break Trap, so I think what I'm going to do is pass the turn and then block with my Tameo and cast Ancestral Recall targeting me and see how that goes. I have to build a pile where... I have to build a pile that's good if my Ancestral resolves and good if my Ancestral does not resolve. So I think the top card has to be Gush. And then after Gush, I kind of want access to Black Lotus, Flusterstorm, Oracle, and Force. I guess Duress could be good too. I guess I probably don't need Black Lotus. Even if I get Wastelanded, I have 2 mana. Eh. I guess a Duress is better than a Force. I'm not attacking this turn. No, I don't think I'm going to attack this turn. I think I'm going to pass, block, and cast Ancestral because I don't want to run into Mind Break Trap on my Ancestral, and I want to have flexibility in my life total. No, I don't think you go now. Why do you guys want to play into Mind Break Trap and die? What is going on, chat? Why are you so into playing into Mind Break Trap and dying for no reason? I don't get it. I'm so confused. Like, I'm the one who's supposed to not play around Mind Break Trap. I think I like this hand here. I want to be able to win, though. So maybe we just want Force is better. I mean, Flusterstorm is the card I want, not Force of Will. But, like, I kind of want to be able to block with this Tameo. Yeah, I think Duress is better. I don't think Force is good. I don't know. Let's see. If my ancestral gets countered and I draw Gush, I want to be able to Gush directly into. I guess it won't. I mean, this Black Lotus is just bad, right? What world is this Black Lotus good in? It's just like good in no worlds. I want to be able to Gush into. That's true. I do. No, we don't know he has revival because he pitched. They pitched a revival. They pitched a revival. We don't know if they have a revival or they had 2 revivals. I need to make sure the Oracle resolves. If my Ancestral gets countered and I cast Gush, I will have 4 mana. So my Gush should include Oracle Flusterstorm. But I won't have the ability to rebuy Doomsday. So the Oracle has to resolve. I mean, I think my pile is just Gush, Flusterstorm, Oracle, and then the other cards don't matter much. Maybe I'll put like... Maybe I'll put Black Lotus plus Doomsday on the bottom. I don't think that's even good, though. Gush, Oracle, Flusterstorm. I guess if I get my Ancestral countered and then I get Wastelanded, it's pretty bad. So how do I play around that? I can't really play around that and still build a good pile, right? So maybe I just take this Force of Will and this Duress. The problem is, I guess, if they have double Mindbreak Trap, I can't really win unless I have Dark Ritual Frog. Well, that won't win because I won't have a Doomsday in my pile. I don't think I can really play around counter waste. I guess I could theoretically play... no, I can't, because there's nothing that draws 2 cards. Maybe Time Walk is better? Yeah, maybe Time Walk is better. So what does that pile look like? It's not Gush. It's... Yeah, but what if we get... It's Time Walk. Do I need to put a land in this pile? Well, the problem with this pile is... It doesn't help me play Oracle with Flusterstorm backup. I guess if I do... Yeah, I can't play Oracle with Flusterstorm backup if I do this. If I get countered and then Wastelanded, I mean, maybe I can't play around all 3 of those. Maybe I just don't need this to rest, and I can... I think what I'll do is I'll go Time Walk. No, I don't like this. Like how... What am I doing after getting my Ancestral countered and then my Time Walking? Like what is good? I don't think there is a good one. Though I don't think Time Walk is bad. Maybe I'll still put a Time Walk in. Time Walk, Gush, and Force. Oh god, yeah, I guess Brainstorm would work. I haven't even thought about Brainstorm piles yet. That's so hard to build this pile, though. Time Walk, Brainstorm. Time Walk, Brainstorm. Force, Lotus. And then I can get rid of these 2. Yeah, something like this. I'm going to snap it off, chat, because we've been here too long. But something like this. So I'm going to put... What have I done? Lotus on the bottom. Flusterstorm, Oracle, Brainstorm, Time Walk. I don't know if that's correct. I just got bored. Are they gonna Noxious my Doomsday right now? Are they gonna Vigor? Gotta watch them like Vigor my Sapphire. Oh, they're gonna Vigor my Ley Lines. I see. Was that pitching a Noxious? I was pitching a Vengevine. Oh, I mean, I'm not going to play Doomsday at NYC. I think it's horribly positioned. This is for you. This is for you, chat. This is for content. There's 0% chance I'll ever play Doomsday into the current metagame. Never. And if I did, I would not play Lurrus. I would play Street Wraiths and win the game on turn 1 instead. Rootwalla pitching Probe Negation. That's interesting. No, I'm this is fine. Oh god, what if my opponent has Misstep and Noxious? I think we still beat that. Trying to find out this brainstorm. Wait, do I need to hold this Tameo for my brainstorm? I think I do, right? Because I need to have the Flusterstorm. It's really that badly positioned? Yeah, it's fucking awfully positioned. I think it's like kind of medium into PO and bad into Lurrus Frog. So it's bad into the best decks in the format. Yeah, I played this pretty well, I think. Cool. I really like how I played this. They didn't have double interaction, interestingly. But we beat yeah. I like how I played this. I think we played this really well. I'm pretty happy. I think blocking and ancestraling and all of that was really good. What's changed about the PO matchup? I don't think it was. I mean, I do think that the Lurrus PO deck is much better against PO than against Doomsday than like than Tinker. The only reason Brainstorm is ancestral is because we had 2 bad cards, Keister. You can't really say that. Brainstorm is a lot of the times not very good. But because we had 2 dead cards, it was good. And I definitely did not think of it in the beginning of the pile. Would we have beaten Ancestral Counter Wasteland? I mean, we wouldn't have beaten Wasteland, Mental Misstep, Noxious Survival, I think. Actually, maybe we might have. Actually, we probably do beat that. It's kind of crazy. If they don't tap Azar and they keep Misstep for... I mean, we don't know if they had Misstep or not. Woof, you can't really say that. Like, it's highly likely they found Misstep, right? I don't know what their last card is exactly, but... I don't know. It's highly likely if they activated Bazaar, they didn't have those cards. If they did have, like, if they didn't activate Bazaar and they had negation, blue card, misstep, they misstep our ancestral, and then they negate our time walk, and then we play a Tameo and block, and we're fine. Right? Yeah. I think we still win. I think our Pio was really good. All right, we're back. Round 2. See if we can play as well as we did it in round 1, which I think we did pretty well. Ooh, okay, all right. So this hand does not have any detractors based on Lurrus gaming. This looks like a pretty normal Doomsday hand. We're up against Lurrus. So we might want to play it slow, unless they're PO, in which case we probably want to play it fast and just try to avoid Flusterstorms. Oh, nope. All right, so there's a Valley of Gorgoroth, which is a wasteland. So you have to play around waste, so it's more likely to be control, time walk. So this does not let us win right now, but we could win on the following turn, theoretically. There's no Spell Pierce right now, so I'm going to get this Black Lotus into play. And then I think I'm going to pass. And they're going to Lorien revealed. Yep. I think if I were them, I would have... Did they bobble me or did they bobble themselves? They bobbled themselves and they wanted to keep it. Okay. Should be interesting. This is basically the matchup I don't want to see. I think probably one of the single worst matchup for Doomsday is Lurrus Frog. That's true. They don't know we're on Doomsday unless they saw me tweet or we're hanging out. Yeah. A Black Lotus for me and a Black Lotus for thee. Only fair. Bowmaster? DT. Are they gonna like DT a null rod here? Frog. Sure. Alright. I mean, I still need a counter spell. Wish I had a console. Oh man, where's my console? Oh. What do we want to do? I mean, I could just fetch an island, fetch an underground sea, demonic for a force, cast Doomsday, pass the turn. I could just fetch once, and I could fetch a basic island and go demonic tutor plus time walk. But what am I getting with demonic tutor time walk here? What does that like get me? Puts me really far away from casting Doomsday. I have to draw Dark Ritual and still need counter magic. It doesn't really feel like that makes anything happen. If I fetch, then I get Wastelanded, so Time Walk is not really good into fetch. We could just go DT Ancestral and Ancestral off of our basic island. DT Frog. I don't think we're gonna win a DT Frog war. Though we do have a mental misstep to be a fatal push. And we do have more cards. But I don't want to get like I don't really want to engage in that battle with the wastelands and stuff. Also, they can just immediately hop and fly over us. But I guess we could hop up to... If we both end up discarding our hands, am I favored from that spot? Probably not. I just like don't see a great path forward. I mean, we don't have to Ancestral right now. We could DT Time Walk, and then on the next turn Ancestral off of our DT. Seems reasonable. I just like hate how far we are away from Doomsdaying, and we'd have so little. What if we just cast Doomsday? What if we just cast Doomsday? What if we fetch basic island and cast Doomsday off this Black Lotus? Is that bad? We follow up with a Time Walk, Ancestral Pile. I don't think the frog will be able to kill us. I'd really rather use... the problem is we're like actually in a kind of a bad spot if we get Doomsday countered and then we get Wastelanded, right? That's the bad part about that line. I just hate having two Doomsdays in my hand and no way to cast them. It just feels really bad. And this Oracle draw was also really bad. I mean, am I going to play this Ancestral into negation? I feel like I have to, too. Oh, these are the worst possible draws. Can't really play it into Bowmaster. Man, I feel like we would have won the game. I should have just gone for what I wanted to go for. I think we're going to lose this game. I think I should just go on for Doomsday. Fetch Island, cast Doomsday. Then I would have had an Underground Sea in my pile. Fetch and Time Walked. Maybe it would be good enough. I mean, we drew really badly in this game. Like, it's really hard to say we drew badly because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 restricted cards in our graveyard at the moment. But I do think we drew really badly. I think we're so far behind now, and we're getting close to the point where if we cast a Doomsday and pass the turn, we're just going to die to a frog. Actually, we're at that point because of how many fetch lands we have, so we have to find a cantrip, and they have to have nothing. This game went so badly. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for Ancestral. All right, I think we just lost. It doesn't make sense to just jam a Doomsday, but I also don't know what else I was supposed to do. This doesn't look good. This looks really bad. Sapphire. I mean, if I fetch, I go to 13, I cast Doomsday, I go to 6, and then I die if they don't. I'm gonna die. Let's be real here. I'm gonna die. But if they counter this and then wasteland me, I also still can't cast Doomsday again. So, and I don't even have the console out. I hate this deck. Like buying Lurrus is shit here, right? It doesn't do anything. I couldn't even like end of turn fetch sewers. They should just let this resolve and then kill me. I can't play Oracle, right? Maybe I can. No, we don't have an extra draw, right? I guess I could theoretically play Oracle. Oh, they forced it. All right. I don't know, man. I think we're dead. I think we're real dead. They should just let that shit resolve. If I could go back, I think what I would have done is the line I proposed where I fetch a basic island and cast Doomsday. And then I fetch if I resolves, I fetch an Underground Sea and I cast Time Walk. No, change my mind. I think I fetch Island and I fetch Underground Sea and I cast Doomsday. And if it resolves, I cast Time Walk and put an Ancestral on top of my library. Yeah, I think we could have won this game. I think if I had just been aggressive, we would have won this game. But I played too slow and I drew bad cards and died. I guess I can draw Dark Ritual, but I don't have a cantrip, so I have to draw like Gush into. I guess theoretically, if I draw Gush, Flusterstorm, Gush, Flusterstorm, cantrip, that would do it. No, there's a freaking Bowmaster now. I think we're just. I mean, this is like why you have console in your deck too, so you don't have to like play through crazy spots like this. You just get the console and you win. Merchant Scroll for a force. Yeah, fair enough. Gross. This game was very gross. This is a great example, though, of why you wouldn't want to play Doomsday into the current metagame. If you play against a frog deck, you just are completely dead. It's so hard to win. Unless you're Kevin. Or Reed Duke. That card sucks. Though they got Brainstorm? I thought they'd get Merchant Scroll for Force. I don't know why they got Brainstorm. It's kind of weird. Yep. And this is why I think playing creatures in your main is stupid. They just have a bunch of dead removal spells that you're turning on. I don't like this deck. Have I told you that, chat? Have I talked to you about how I don't like this deck yet? I think it's just conceptually awful. Like, the concept of it is awful. I don't think the deck itself is awful. I just don't like the deck. Ugh. 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 Get me out, man. I have to play 3 more rounds after this. Oh, how do I even board? I guess I have to board, like, a bunch of Fatal Pushes in, right? Like, negations are terrible. These can become Fatal Pushes. I think my deck is bad. Spell Pierce? I think I'd rather have Spell Pierce be a Fatal Push as well. Right. I agree, not me. That's my evaluation as well. That is how I feel. All right, let's try again. Good mental. I mean, I had a good hand. I feel like I had a great hand. I had Ancestral, I had Time Walk, I had Demon. I didn't have Ancestral, but I had Demonic, I had Time Walk, I had Moxes and stuff. I can't imagine mulliganing this hand, but I also think this hand is not very good. That's the thing. You can't board out Doomsday win with Frog because you're just a worse Frog deck than your opponent. That's the whole problem with the deck conceptually, is you're not actually a good Lurrus Frog deck. That's the whole problem. I guess I get to buy Lurrus here for whatever that's worth. Maybe I can get them to use a force on Lurrus. They shouldn't, but maybe I can get them to. At least it pressures them away from, like, wastelanding me. I hit him with a bug start. My 2 Moxen. I don't know. I don't think the play we made was bad for what it's worth. I think Demonic Ancestral there is a totally Demonic Ancestral Time Walk is a totally reasonable play to make there. We did draw Ancestral. We did draw our 1 Thassa's Oracle, our 3rd Doomsday, and then 3 lands off of our Ancestral. Like, we drew pretty badly in last game, outside of the initial opening hand. I mean, it's not supposed to do well. It has done well. It already has pretty good results. But I'm not a Doomsday master, so I kind of feel like the Doomsday. I feel like Kevin would be even better off just playing normal Doomsday, but I don't know. I am a firm believer in normal Doomsday. I feel like normal Doomsday is still like one of the best decks in the format. It's just in a bad metagame position. They should not do anything about this Lurrus. Like, this Lurrus actively does nothing because I don't have a bobble. I don't have anything. A frog, nothing. Yeah, that is a question. I mean, we'd have to go back and look at it. I mean, we can figure that we can actually find the answer to that question. We have who we played against. I can't even attack with this Lurrus because it dies immediately to Bowmaster. I think I'm supposed to start with a Sewers in case I hit a Bobble or a Frog or a Tameo, and then bait with Doomsday. Mental Misstep. I think it's bad. I don't think it's not bad, but I don't think it's good, and I'd rather have cards in my yard for Cruise, right? Not that I'm ever gonna be able to cast Cruise. It'll be really annoying if my opponent lets us resolve, though. No, I think it's good to cast Doomsday here and get it countered. It's actually worse for me if this gets resolves, because then I have to make some hard choices. Like, Doomsday is not technically a card that does anything. So, like, if my opponent is countering this, even if they're 1-for-1ing it, it's not bad for me. If they're 2-for-1ing it, it's even better for me, like they're forcing. So there's some amount of that, like, I don't know exactly how you define it, but it's this is like that. This is a great trade for me. Like, I don't care about my second Doomsday. I'm getting 2 cards out of their hand, 2 blue cards out of their hand. That's great. But it's not easy to do that. Like, it costs triple black. It just so happens in this game we drew our jet and we have like infinite mana. So the getting it negated does mean we don't get to cruise it. Excuse me. Which is unfortunate. Wasteland. We're almost off Doomsday again. So theoretically, the fact that we have a Lurrus in play enables this special combo here, where we could make a combo that's Ancestral Time Walk, Black Lotus Probe, Doomsday, and it loops Doomsdays. So theoretically, we can win without Oracle, but I don't know. Doesn't feel like you're supposed to do that often. Buy Lurrus. Yeah, I don't have a force for their Lurrus, and their Lurrus buys a Lotus every turn, so it's slightly better than our Lurrus. All right. Where does that leave us here? I mean, if I draw a cantrip, I have a Doomsday and a Flusterstorm. It's not bad. We have like we have so little cantrips in our deck. I guess, do we lose any cantrips for this? Yeah, I feel like we're down cantrips, right? I guess we have Psychic Frog and Tamio are kind of cantrips, but we have no Preordains in our deck and no Street Wraiths in our deck. I hate this deck. I can't turn on Fatal Push Revolt here. Yay, I can jam, and then I can pass the turn. Yay. This will be fun. What is going in this Doomsday pile? I think the answer is Ancestral, Time Walk, Doomsday, Oracle. Gush, maybe? I don't really want a Gush. I don't think I'm supposed... I mean, maybe we do put the Black Lotus just so we have so much mana. Like, can we do... I think we could just get rid of the probe because we have the Lurrus already. Yeah, so I'm going to try this pile out here where you go... Maybe I don't need the Black Lotus, but maybe I do. I'm going to do this pile where I go Doomsday at the bottom. Lotus, Oracle, Time Walk, Ancestral. See what this does. This just loses the Bowmaster, right? Well, I guess I have a Fatal Push, so maybe not. Give it a shot. So I have my Oracle kill, but I also can rebuy everything with Doomsday. I feel like that makes sense to me. There might be a better... There's almost certainly a better pile there, but this is a nice, quick, and easy see what happens kind of pile. I guess this pile's like less good if they kill Lurrus. Because I don't have a counter spell. Oh, should I Fatal Push this Lurrus? Also, my pile doesn't work because they have a blocker, right? I also get to have a Fatal Push in my rebuy of my Doomsday. Not bad. Now my Ancestral gets worse against their Bowmaster, though, right? Weird game. Weird game. I'm not even sure I'm playing this well. Okay, the Lurrus is down. Bobble. They get to look at my top card Ancestral. Okay, they know about Ancestral. I thought probably attack with Lurrus first because they're not able to play Bowmaster block. And then still have it for Ancestral. Ooh, second Wasteland. Glad I didn't go Gush. So they have 5 mana here. Drawing a card. Actually, almost at Treasure Cruise. So is it bad for me to attack? I feel like I have to attack. I mean, if they have Bowmaster and a counterspell, then yeah, it's fucking awful for me, right? But then I at least still have Time Walk into Oracle, so. Looks like they have a Bowmaster to me. Oh, I can't. No, I have Black Lotus, so I technically can still cast Doomsday even though I got Wastelanded. Double Wastelanded. Does this put enough cards in my yard to cruise? Don't think it does. It'd be 6 cards in my yard, so it does, doesn't it? So I can still win the game on the spot with cruise. Wait a second, did I fucking make a sick pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second Bowmaster. All right, well now I don't gain life. I draw 3. I have a Time Walk. So the only thing I lose to oh no, I can Time Walk, and that plays around Mindbreak Trap. So I can't even lose the Mindbreak Trap. Oh, I think I win the game then. Oh, I guess if they have Mindbreak Trap, if they have, yeah, I can just Time Walk. Wow. And then I play around Mindbreak Trap. I go into my next turn. And I just play an Oracle. If my opponent had played both Bowmasters in my upkeep, can I win the game? I go to 8. If I cast Ancestral, I go to, I mean, I can attack and still, I think I still win the game, right? I still win the game. Yeah, what up, Eric? Thanks for the 39 month prime. Much appreciated. That's cool. All right, game 3 against the devil. I don't know, that's an interesting little hand. I really hate that I keep drawing Oracle and I can't pitch it to Force because I don't have more Oracles. I guess I technically can because you can still win with the loop thing, but the loops. Black Lotus again. Is that the 3rd Black Lotus game for my opponent? I think that's the 3rd Black Lotus game for my opponent. Am I supposed to exile Oracle to this? Seems greedy, doesn't it? So I'll just exile the stupid Tameo. All right. I wish I could just demonic consultation for. I wish I could demonic tutor for demonic consultation, man. I hate that I can't do that. Maybe I'm just bad at Doomsday and I just want the easy way out every time. I feel like I'm gonna get spell pierced. I'm not gonna cast this demonic. I was going to cast this demonic tutor, but the way they pause, I think I'm gonna get spell pierced. Can I afford to wait 2 turns to cast demonic tutor? No, that sounds awful. I mean, I could. Maybe a good player would. I can't. Yeah, they spell pierce. Oh, the brainstorm. Okay. All right, that's fine. My opponent went Lotus Merchant, Ancestral, Force Pitching, Negation. Okay. Kind of wish I had a frog here. I feel like a frog would be good here. I wish I had pitched this Oracle. Is that crazy? Would anyone pitch Oracle there? Because I feel like I should have pitched Oracle there and like got Tameo going and tried to win with Tameo or some nonsense. Probably a bad idea. I don't have consult, so it's like meh, meh. I don't know. All my crutches, Eric. Two oracles, a consult, Shieldred. I mean, we could run a consult. No one says we can't. It's just Kevin didn't, so I'm copying Kevin's list. Am I dumb? Is it crazy that I want to tutor for a frog? Well, we already knew we shouldn't be playing Doomsday in the meta. It's either Ancestral or Frog. Recall is 3 frogs. Recall is going to get, like, negated or bowmastered or something. I'm taking a frog here. Oh, I think Doomsday would be a terrible choice. We can't even cast Doomsday. I would not take Doomsday ever there. Strip mine. Nice. Wait, what? Oh, they didn't strip mine me because they think that I got Ancestral and they're playing a Bowmaster. You fool! I have a frog. You absolute fool! They can't even play Bowmaster here because I could play Ancestral. What now? 3 Black Lotus games, though. Frog ban in Legacy was egregious. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to comment on Legacy. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Bro, fucking Swords to Plowshares it, man. It's a creature that doesn't do anything. It's unbelievable. This feels hard to justify, but I don't think I'm supposed to keep this cruise, right? Because if I want to attack with Frog, it's like really bad to cruise into a Bowmaster. But I want to cruise. I really want to cruise. I just don't think I can. What sequence here lets me cruise? I just don't think there is a good one. I'm gonna bin this. I'm not seeing the vision. Yay. Rest in peace, Froggy. You tried your best. No, that's the vision. That was the vision. That wasn't the vision, actually. I'll lie to you. It was never part of the vision. They still didn't Bowmaster because are they still playing around me having Ancestral or I don't know. Their top card. I'm in kind of a bad spot when they get Lurrus going though, right? Oh, they're still holding up things. That's exciting. Should I fetch? I think so. I should have kept that treasure cruise, huh? Maybe. No, they have a Bowmaster. They tapped out Bowmaster one time, but they wanted DeLorean revealed. Oh, snappy boy. Oh, that's a good use of my Flusterstorm. Snappy boy. Nope. We're frogging it. All right. So this is a jump my frog angle, yeah? Ooh, little Lurrus action. All right, first, I will exile land, land, land. And then I'll smack him with a frog. Best draw, Force of Will, maybe? They have a negation? Is that why they're pausing on this? Or am I getting trapped? Could be getting trapped. I got negated. One guard. Okay. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Same pile? Ancestral Time Walk. Ancestral. Oh, I guess I don't have a Lotus in this pile anymore. So I don't think I have Time Walk loops anymore because I don't have a Lotus, right? Or is there a loop with yeah, we have no Lurrus left. No Lurrus Lotus anyways. Ancestral Time Walk. I guess maybe Time Walk first. So let's think about this. Time Walk. There's definitely a Time Walk in the pile, and I think there's a Doomsday at the end of the pile. And then I think we want, if I Time Walk, do I want a Gush? I have a, oh, I guess I don't because there's a Strip Mine. I could get double Wastelanded. I can't fit a Lotus in the pile. So maybe I want another land in the pile. Or like a Sapphire, maybe. I already have a Sapphire gone. If I get Wastelanded, I guess I could put a Jet. I think I put Time Walk, Ancestral, Doomsday, Underground Sea. Oh, I guess I can't hop my frog. That's kind of interesting. Do I want a Fatal Push? Well, Probe is pretty bad. Probe is pretty bad if they have a Bowmaster, right? But I guess, like, without probe, the frog can't even get in through a Snapcaster Mage? How bad is this frog? What if I put first card Fatal Push? It's not very good against Bowmaster. This is, like, not simple. I go to 8. I can go to 6. I'm worried about Double Wasteland. But I guess my pile doesn't actually play around Double Wasteland. I didn't do Gush because I'm worried about Double Wasteland. But I might just have to do Gush. And, like, hope I don't get Double Wastelanded. It's way too shit to put a Gush on the top of this library. But Time Walk isn't even good either because I can't, like, get this frog in, right? Unless I pitch my Oracle, which is shit. So it, like, has to be probe. But then, like, I don't have any way to make sure I can Doomsday again through one Wasteland. And so probe, Time Walk. I mean, this is Ancestral even good at that point? Ancestral's not even good at that point, right? Probe, Time Walk. I don't have a Lotus, bro. I don't have a Lotus. Do this. I don't think this is right, but it's okay. Doomsday, C, Luster, Time Walk, and Probe. That's not an easy pile. It's not missing something. Time Walk and Gush. Well, the thing is, if I Time Walk 1, I don't even get to attack with my frog. Isn't that terrible? But maybe I'm over indexing on the frog. Did they just double bobble? Double bobble. All right, so they have no cards in hand. They know I have a probe, so they have to basically hit. I don't know. I think we're gonna win. If they wasteland me, I guess I don't get to. Wait, why do I think that probe is gonna let me frog? What am I talking about? I think I got bamboozled by Heaster again. Maybe it just has to be Time Walk Gush. Time Walk Gush isn't like, I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Probe does let me if they wasteland. Okay, no. We're fine. Yeah. It has not been a speedy endeavor. What's their hand? Wait, is their hand Ancestral Recall Time Walk? No, wait. Sussor was their... Okay, their hand is Time Walk, Fetch... Okay, they lost. Okay, I probably overthought that one. I'm just like super worried about Bowmaster. But I guess Bowmaster doesn't do anything because if I probe... No, Bowmaster does do something because I lose my devotion. But I have a Time Walk, so it's fine. If it was just Bowmaster, I would probe. I would get my frog killed, but that's okay because I would Time Walk into an Oracle and it would be fine. So... What beats Time Walk Gush? Well, Time Walk Gush is a blank if they have double Wasteland, isn't it? I mean, I guess theoretically we're still playing Time Walk and we're still casting Oracle on 3 cards with 3 devotion. Well, I mean, okay, so not just double Wasteland, but they could have double Wasteland Fatal Push. They could have double Wasteland Consign or something, like double Wasteland Counter. It's like a lot of things. I don't know. This was close enough though. All right, round 3. Exclamation mark ego in chat. I have a cat. Eric, no cat. You heard it here first. Eric actually hates cats. Evil person. What? If this is CounterVine, it's Dredge? I think we're supposed to play Tameo here. Because we can win the game on turn 2. Maybe get some counter magic out of their hand. Maybe draw Force of Will. I think this is supposed to be Tameo go. I got Mental Misstep. I think that's a win for me. See what this Dredge looks like. They have 1 Shambling Shell right now. Missed on Dredgers there. So they're going to go down to 1 card in hand. Not the Noxious Revival. That's interesting. I wonder if that means they have another Bazaar. They hit a Grave Troll here, though. Yeah, second Bazaar. I think this is a mistake. We do need to draw a cantrip, though. I think if I were... is this a mistake? Maybe not. I'm on a cantrip to win, so... Losing our Tameo means we don't have our clue to draw into our pile, though. But maybe we can live another... I don't think we're living another turn, so... We're going to draw Frog, and I'm going to Rage? Yeah. Damn, you know me pretty well. This is where the Street Wraith comes in. I think we have so little cantrips in our deck. It's going to be like a Mishra's Bauble. It's going to be a fetch land. So do we just die? This deck is so bad. Why do I have no cantrips in my entire... Why do I have no cantrips in my deck, in my Doomsday deck? So I could double Dark Ritual and play a Lurrus. Does that give me a turn? I could then draw a Gush. I can Lurrus block, take... No, I still die. No, I go to 1. They'd have to hit no creeping chills. Cameo pass? You're putting me dead on board, friend. Oh, he's star. Oh, he's star. Trying to kill me. Chat, I'm deterministically dead. If I play Tameo and pass, I'm deterministically dead. They don't even have to hit any creeping chills. There's an Icarid in the yard. Tameo blocks here. 4, 7, 10, 13, 14 damage. I die. This is not, at least not deterministically dead. It's still pretty damn dead. I mean, if our Tameos were cantrips, we would win this game. We lost this game because we are playing random Lurrus gaming. I don't like this deck. Oh, it's definitely worse with Lurrus in it, for sure. I mean, we always have ley lines. That's not a thing we didn't have. Thoughtseize is worse than Duress. All right, try again. Sorry. I got really tilted there because our deck killed itself by just not being stock. This is the second or third game we've lost because we didn't have the ability to just use our Doomsday cards and kill our opponent with our Doomsday. All right. Focus. Focus. Yeah, then we're just... No. I think Frog is not good. Just like -4 Frog, +4 Street Wraith, minus Tameo, plus Preordain, and then we're back to a good deck again. That is not very good. These Mishra's Baubles could be Preordains. Not that that would help us here. Oh, game, help. Help, this is our best matchup. This is supposed to be our best matchup. Dredge is such a good matchup for Doomsday. We're gonna lose. I think I am supposed to spin a ley line here. And then hope my opponent doesn't have an immediate vigor. No! Ah, it lagged. Oh my god, it lagged. I watched it, like, I hit the F2 button, and then I watched it do nothing, and I hit the F2 button again, and I'm like, why did I hit the F2 button again? I guess we just lose. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. Sometimes it happens. Maybe we'll still win. Probably not, because my opponent has a 7-card hand, but I can dream, right? We're not going 5-0 with this deck. I'm definitely tilting out before we go 5-0. I mean, it just doesn't... he just pitched Vigor. He might have just had Vigor anyways. It's fine. Froggy. 1 Dredge 3-er. He probably had Vigor. This just saves our Sapphire. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right, all right. I don't think it mattered. I don't think it mattered. I don't think it mattered at all. It does not appear that it mattered that we missed our ley line. Yeah, he says he had Vigor green card, Force blue card, Bizarre. So, all right, it would not have mattered. It's fine. We don't have to worry about our misclick. Okay. Upkeep, second Bizarre. Interesting choice. Can't eat their yard, right? All right. They're going all in. Well, I did tell him I had Leyline, so maybe he was worried about Dark Ritual Leyline. Playing a little mind games. If I hit a Dark Ritual here, is it enough? It might be. Yay. I guess I get to flip my Tameo. That doesn't do anything though, right? I don't have any cards in my yard. All right, well. My opponent's got to be a little careful here. He exiled a bunch of Narcomoebas? No. Here's a Narcomoeba. There's the Icarids, 13 cards. I mean, technically, if we... I guess I can't get my Frog in because he hit Narcomoeba. Never mind. I was going to say, theoretically, we could, like, Frog and draw Gush Doomsday. I guess we could still technically draw, like, Ancestral Doomsday Gush stuff. It depends on what cards we hit. Like, we have cantrips and stuff in our deck, right? Also, they have to kill us. Maybe they're just gonna kill us. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, minus 5, 13. Creeping chills are 1. There are 3 chills left. Let's see if we survive this attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Minus 7. Block. They'd have to hit no chills. Well, what's my counterplay here? I don't have counterplay here, right? So I think nothing. Yes, NYSC will definitely be streamed. So I can search for an Undercity Sewers here, bin an Undercity Sewers. Come on, I need like Ancestral off this. And then rebuy it with Tameo. I probably should have fetched Undercity Sewers instead of using my mana for it. Because then I could have hit Time Walk as well. So that was slightly incorrect as well. But yeah, I think I had an out there of pinning with the Undercity Sewers. That didn't work. So I'm going to see if Eric messes up with the math. Could be fun. Oh, there are more. No. Yeah, I did obviously misclick my ley line in this game, but I do not think it would have mattered very much. I believe we would have lost this game very handily anyways. Wait, we're not bringing back all of them? No, we are bringing back all of them. But this matchup is supposed to be very good for Doomsday, and I think it was made demonstrably worse. Is that how you say that? Because of the way we constructed our deck. Natural. You probably just want to dredge 6 here and see if you can hit chill. Didn't hit a chill. But only dredged 3. Are we dead? I don't know. I'm not doing the math. Math's for suckers. Pretty sure we're dead, but that's okay. Pretty sure we can just get dredged at any time here. Actually, he might not. I guess he could just dredge 3 and then draw 1. I will discard this Force of Will. And then I will block. I mean, we went to 3. Technically, we survived, but Creeping Chill kills us. Dredge 3, missed. Wait, we survived. Oh, he should have just dredged 5. No, yeah, 5. He dredged the wrong one. Because now he can't dredge. Oh, wait, there was another dredge 3. Okay, if there were 2 dredge 3, then we're dead. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I didn't know there were 2 dredge 3s there. Damn. Okay. We're dead. Close. I mean, we weren't even drawing a card that saves us. Yo, Lorien reveal. I don't know. This. Sorry about the misclick. Obviously, we could have had a closer match here, but these cards are just so not it. All right, here we go. Round 4. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna misclick through my ley lines. This hand looks good. I don't mind this hand. This hand certainly looks better than a hand that would have like a Street Wraith or a cantrip in here, right? Maybe not. Maybe a cantrip. Maybe a 1-mana blue cantrip is better here. Oh, another Dredge player. If we go 0-2 against Dredge, I feel like this deck needs to be scrapped and burned. Mulligan to 5. Show me your secrets. Bazaar, Narcomoeba, Amalgam, Silver Smoke Ghoul. That hand is not very good, but guess what? Our hand is also not very good. Because we have Psychic Frogs in it instead of Street Wraiths and Doomsdays. And how far away are we from this thing? That's probably good enough to win, I think. We play a Frog, and then we go for a Doomsday. They probably won't have counter magic. Probably works. Pretty weak hand compared to... Oh, got him. Compared to Eric's Doomsday hand. Or Eric's Dredge hands. Yeah, yeah. What do you want? Frog or I got two of a kind. I'm grief protected. They're never gonna see it coming. Out of nowhere. Boom! Doomsday from the top rope. Alright. Activate Bazaar. Did you find a Dredger? Did you find a Force? Yeah, found a Dredger. That seems good. That seems pretty good. Force this? Oh, they took the bait! Wait, we still might not win, though, because we don't have any cantrips now. Alright, Dredge. I can't believe they hit Force Dredger on that. It's pretty wild. And they hit Golgari Grave Troll. Oh, nothing's coming in yet until next turn. So I think that means we're fine. Oh, we won the game. Yeah, Gush is here for us. Gush has got our back. You love to see it. They're probably like, what? Doomsday? Gush into Ancestral Lotus, into Oracle, and two cards that don't matter. I'm aware they drew grief off the top to grief me, and then they drew Dredge 5 Force of Will for their blue card. I know. I'm aware. I'm the one who gets to play the Magic versus these people. I get it. Let me just make sure I don't screw this up. Gush draws me into Ancestral Lotus. Lotus Ancestral draws me all the rest of my cards, and I cast Oracle and I win. Okay, cool. I just need to put the right cards on top of my library here. I also drew Gush, to be fair, right? My draws were Doomsday Gush, but I did Surveil one of them. I think we both drew well. I think they drew better. I think we both drew well. Woo! This is what you can do, chat, when you have the power of 0 mana draw. This is what the deck is capable of. I think we actually won this game because my opponent countered our frogs because they thought we were Lurrus. So I do think this... I believe that this game does get points for the Lurrus aspect, yeah? We should be fair with our evaluations. We should be very fair and balanced with our evaluations. Our opponent took 2 frogs out of our hand and thought we were on Lurrus and then didn't have anything left for Doomsday. I think that Doomsday was winning even without the Gush draw, though. Our opponent did not dredge like that well. I don't think we were going to die, so... is this a hand that can win? That is a great question. I think the answer is no. Maybe on the play. On the draw, I think this is just, like, not good enough. No Leyline. No Leyline. All of our cantrips. This hand also doesn't seem very good. They kept 6. No protection. No Dark Ritual. No Leyline. I think this hand's... These Lorien reveals look really bad. Don't like... I mean, I guess they make sense. They make sense, right? Because you have Black Lotus and Lurrus, so it makes sense to have Lorien. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision, but... I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Maybe I'm supposed to be taking these Lorien reveals out when I'm taking out the Lurrus. I mean, I don't want to go lower, but doesn't this hand also suck? Oh, I can't buy Lurrus. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, going to 4 is doing what for us? Nothing. Rest in peace, Ponder. You tried your best. Maybe I should have just kept 6. I don't know. Hard to say. Dredger, Icarid, Amalgam, 2 cards left in hand. Hey, she's back. I should have pondered off of Sapphire, so I had the fetch land. That was bad. I guess in this scenario, I could draw both Lorien Revealed and the land. Oh, I guess I don't need the land, so I can draw Dark Ritual and Lorien Revealed, and then Dark Ritual. That seems really bad. I should definitely have gone Sapphire Ponder and then been able to use the fetch land to keep one of these cards. Though I don't know if I would keep any of these cards anyways. So doesn't feel like it does. It feels like I didn't get punished, but great. Should I play these out? Like, kind of runs into Vigor, doesn't it? I'm gonna not play both of these out. I feel like running into Vigor there for no reason doesn't make any sense. Icarid, chill. Amalgam, chill. Imp. There were 2 cards in hand right then and there. There was 2 cards, so that's like, now I'm not gonna be able to get Vigored, I think. Because they dredged a Sinkweedum, so now I can't get Vigored, but they could have Vigored me there, theoretically. A second Bazaar? I'm gonna need the Ancestral Recall card. Because a Doomsday is not gonna do it from here. I don't think my second hand would have been very, either of my first 2 hands would have been very good here versus, these are the exact 2 cards that I shuffled, yeah? If I draw, what was the third card? It was a land or something? Underground Sea? Damn, it did shuffle. I can't even blame the shuffler. I mean, if we kept the Doomsday opener, they just would have griefed our Doomsday, right? So wouldn't have mattered very much. I don't really have a problem with the mulligans we chose in that. The only thing I'm actually, the closer one for me is, should we have gone to 4 instead of 5? At least then we could have maybe hit a ley line. Yeah, the delve spells seem very hard to cast because our cantrips are all gone. Our street wraiths and our things are all gone. I don't like it very much. It's expecting to play like longer games with Frog and Tambio, but those don't like exist. I mean, maybe they do exist. The Dredge is not the matchup where these cards are good, to be fair, but like Lurrus Control, I guess, is the matchup where the delve spells are pretty good. And to be fair, we had a good matchup again. We had a good match versus Lurrus, right? So yeah, we've had a lot of opportunities where we wanted our opponent to counter our Doomsday. That's been definitely true. All right, this hand slaps. I'm in. 7 card, ley line, Doomsday, Gush. I'm in. All right. 6 from our opponent. I'm going to play out this land, and then I'm going to cast Probe. My opponent has Icarid, Negation, Imp, Hollow One. So there is a Hollow One. Frog should stonewall that thing, though. So maybe Frog gets us there. I do need to find a land. Is it better for me to brainstorm? Or I probably should just surveil land, realistically. Imp, Icarid, Hollow One. Time Wonk is not a land. I definitely don't want to play Ancestral Recall into the negation. So I guess I'm going to go to their turn and cast Ancestral. I mean, it's pretty bad still. I could theoretically bait the negation on the Brainstorm. I really don't like that. I'll do it before they draw, even though they get a Bazaar activation, because they don't have to activate Bazaar anymore. Ah! That is not good. They didn't even activate. They just Stone Cold had it. Well, they are activating, though. Negation's gone. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I will lock myself here. Holy hell, this is really bad. Uh-oh. If they have Vigor green card, it's so bad for me. Maybe I hold the jet. But then they could have Grief black card. Can't play around both. They have Vigor black card. They have Vigor green card. Is this my fault? Is this my fault? Fetch. I'm still not dead in this game. I'm gonna draw Force. I'm gonna play a Frog, and I might be winning. Oh wait, no, I'm not winning. There's a Bazaar. So maybe I just Demonic. I draw Force and I Doomsday kill my opponent. I might actually win here. I have Force. I have this. I have this. I have Doomsday Lotus. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go for it. Let's fuck it. If we win this game, pretty impressive. I have Force blue card plus misstep for Noxious. Oh, I guess I don't have misstep because I'm gonna go to 2, but I guess if they have Noxious for it. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. We know what the cards on top of our library are. It's actually we don't because of demonic. But if we force, we can't win the game. We go to 2 and then we die to the hollow one. So I mean we can gush, but it doesn't do anything. We will die. I mean we're dead anyways, so we might as well gush for fun. Oh, double trap. Double trap. Maybe they'll concede. Damn. Wild. All right, here we go for the final round of our Lurrus League. Is this the same person we played round one? God bless. I'm not gonna get. I'm not getting dredged this round, man. Thank the Lord. I don't know if I could take it. No, I think they're in the same. They were Lurrus Control, right? Or was it Vine? Shit, was it Vine? Oh, I should not have played out this island. That was a mistake. If we had to play this deck through Vine, Dredge, Lurrus Control, that is not a very good set of things to happen to us. I'm definitely doing this. I guess I would rather fetch. No, maybe I would rather. Oh, I have to fetch. Never mind. Bam. Gosh, resolved. I did not expect resolvers here. I only get one Oracle too. Like I can't build a double Oracle pile. I don't like this deck. I'm just gonna start every round with I don't like this deck. No, you're right. It was Vine. They could have started a new league, to be fair. We have played a very long and very slow league. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a Time Walk in my pile, and then I'm gonna put a Gush in my pile, and then I'm gonna put an Oracle in my pile with a Flusterstorm, and that's what I'm gonna do. Time Walk, Gush, Oracle, Flusterstorm. Fifth card doesn't matter, probably. I guess I could put an Ancestral at the bottom of my pile to make it look like I have an Ancestral in my pile, and maybe it can bait them keeping a Mental Misstep or something. I already have a Doomsday, so there's no reason to last card Doomsday. And I don't think I'll be able to cast the Doomsday anyways. I'm gonna bait them with the Ancestral. I guess a Dark Rit would be reasonable. I could see Dark Rit being reasonable. Ancestral, Fluster, Oracle, Gush, and Time Walk. I might just die here. Opponent could have triple Vengevine. Double Hollow one. Kill me. They could also just have Noxious Revival. Oh, they swapped. Uh-oh. Am I getting a turn? The One Ring is fine. The problem is if they have a Force of Will. Nope, they don't have a Force of Will. Oh, baby, we got a free matchup. The Jewel matchup. Oh, Jewel. Jewel. Actually, we don't know their Jewel, right? They could theoretically be Raker Shops, which is also a free matchup. Sorry, CRK. Let's bring in Mindbreak Trap and Negation and Consign. If we think they're a Raker, we might want to bring in Removal, but what is the chance? I don't know. We definitely need to take out an Island, though. And we can take out Flusterstorms. And we could take... Oh, we probably want to rest no matter what. I mean, I feel like frogs are really bad unless our opponent is on Raker. I don't know. These frogs seem kind of bad no matter what, right? Probably just don't even want frogs in this matchup. I could do this, and I could bring in a push. I mean, is a push better than a snuff out? Snuff out should be better, right? Maybe not. It's hard to turn on push sometimes. Guess we can leave a frog in. I feel like frog is not good, right? Like, you don't want to play a frog into Jewel and let them metamorph it, right? Could be wrong. Tamio still steals Jewel, even though it's a 0 power, because it just has to attack unblocked, right? I guess Snuff Out would technically hit nothing. I mean, I guess Fatal Push is fine. Let's try this. I think I want more removal if they're on Raker, but if they're not on Raker, I want to have 0 removal, so probably 1 is correct. Well, this hand is pretty sweet if they're on Jewel. I'm in. Which matchup do I think is better? I don't know. I could have taken out some Doomsday pieces. Pearl. Emerald. Springs. Okay, it's just Jewel. This is a spot where I don't think I'm allowed to play Tamio. I think I need to hold open Consign Spell Pierce here. Next turn, maybe. Workshop, go? I think Tamio is underplayed in Vintage. Like, you get to use your off-color Moxen to crack clues. That's probably fine. I might not play the Tamio just so I can have double counterspell. Ponder. I don't really want Ponder. Do I want double counterspell or do I want to play a Tamio? I really want to get a Tamio going. They have 3 cards in hand. Jewel, Force, blue card. I think it should be fine. I guess this gives them a metamorph target. But I actually can't counter metamorph. Oh. I can't counter that spell at all, so... I have regrets. I have regrets. I have regrets. I feel like they should have Ancestral do my upkeep, right? I have regrets. I wish I had not cast this Tamio. They have so many cards now. I should have seen Ancestral coming. Because there's nothing else it could have been. Like, they didn't play Ring. They didn't play... they didn't play Ring. They didn't play Jewel. They didn't play anything. So... They can't PO. They're trying to PO, it looks like. They can't PO. You need to play like a monolith or something. Second Workshop doesn't do it. Passing here would be very interesting. It means their hand's probably like PO Force blue card or something. I drew a Ponder anyways. All right, I definitely can't. I definitely am just going to pass. I guess there's theoretically a world where I really don't want to like Ponder and miss. This Spell Pierce is running out of viability soon, though. They have nothing. So their hand must be all blue spells, right? What is this? Oh. Yeah, I guess that's bad for me. I think it was going to be bad for me no matter what, though. Could have been a lot worse. I have no protection for this Doomsday, and they almost certainly have a Force. But maybe that's just worth it. Well, I mean, they were going to get it in response to a thing anyways, right? They pitched a PO here. It's probably my last opportunity to use Spell Pierce. So, what, am I gonna die if I do it? I don't think they have action. They could theoretically have another PO, but we have negation. I mean, what are we doing with this pile? Some kind of time walk pile. But there's no way to win on the next turn, right? Oh, I guess we have a Tameo, so we have 3. So I think there's still no way to win. We do have a Fatal Push. Time Walk. Time Walk is we have 4 cards left, and we have. Okay, we can just go Time Walk Oracle, right? We won't have counter magic backup for it though. But maybe we can build another Doomsday to the end of the pile. I mean, we do still technically have Lurrus. We technically have Lurrus, and we could like go for Lotus. Lotus. We can have a hardcast negation theoretically if they don't have another combo piece. So maybe we just go Time Walk, Lotus, Oracle, Doomsday, and one other Magic the Gathering card. Because theoretically we can Time Walk into Lotus and then play Negation Oracle if we don't use our negation here. If we don't do that, we could... What could our... Is there like another card that's actually good to have in this pile at all? I mean, we could have the Fatal Push, but we can't turn the Fatal Push on unless we like sack the Clue. I guess sacking our Lotus theoretically works. So maybe we'll put a push in the middle of the pile. We're not drawing anything. We're going to pass the turn. And then on the next turn, we're going to Time Walk. And on the next turn, we're going to cast Oracle with Devotion 1. We're not doing any drawing. Try that. Seems reasonable. So bottom card, Doomsday. Second to last card, Fatal Push. Third to last card, or... Oh, I guess theoretically we won't have counter magic backup because we won't be able to draw that card. I mean, we still want to be able to play Oracle if we think it's good, right? So yeah, maybe this Black Lotus is like not actually good. Sorry, but I mean, we do still have like Black Lotus Lurrus, right? We could go Dark Ritual, buy Lurrus, Black Lotus Lurrus, and then rebuy Oracle. Oh wait, it's fucking lit. If my Oracle doesn't work, I can go Dark Ritual, Lurrus, or Lotus, and then bring back my Oracle later. Wow. Do I want this Clue? I feel like we want this Clue. Time Walk would be the way this is bad for me. Time Walk, second Hull Breacher. Yeah, fuck the Clue. I think I made a good pile. The One Ring. All right, I'll negate it. Draws too many cards, right? They have Tinker follow-up. All right, fine. I mean, you got me. Who said we were going to win this game 100%? Not me. It's not me's fault. I had to let the ring resolve. Whatever. They cast so many blue spells this game. That's crazy. I mean, I didn't have to go for Doomsday right there. It just was a really good Spell Pierce opportunity. I was so choked on mana. All right. I still don't think I'm supposed to play. I mean, I guess I'll play a Snuff Out in my deck for this stupid Hull Breacher. Not. I mean, I said that their hand was all blue spells. That's what I said. That's a hand. Yeah, I like that hand a lot. That hand is very good. Seven card Doom, Jewel Keep, Force, Monolith Jet, Jewel. I mean, I could leave him with the Force and crack my Lotus and Duress. I mean, I could just take the Force away and let them go in on a Jewel, Spell Pierce it, and then Duress the other one. I mean, what are they going to do about it? Wait, does that pay for it? You come on, man! What the? That just pays for it, bro. What? What the fuck is this shit? Am I supposed to hit it now? So they can't draw PO? Whatever, man. Did I mess this up? Was this my fault? Was I that? What was I supposed? I could have like duressed both of them away. They just instantly passed. I can't win the game this turn. So I guess I have to duress. Because if I go Lurrus, Lotus, duress, demonic. It's really bad if they drew a force blue card. Or if they even drew just like negation or something. I guess if they drew negation, I'm super gonna die. I'm gonna duress them. They drew a one ring and 2 lands. Where's my null rod in my sideboard and let me DT for that shit? If I had a null rod here, how could I even lose? I'm gonna take the coveted jewel. My opponent has a ring. What do I have? I mean, I could get a frog or a Tameo here. Because the frog goes through the ring to get the jewel. I have to beat a ring. I could just demonic for an ancestral. I could just demonic for a doomsday. I mean, they have one draw. And then a ring draw. I mean, if I had a null rod, it's an easy null rod, right? I get a null rod. I just don't think this deck is built correctly. I guess maybe you don't need a null rod in the current metagame, but I don't know. I kind of want one. I'd love a null rod here. I haven't played Doomsday without a null rod in a while. It just secures your free win against Jewel, and now we're in deep shit. If I go for any of my creatures, or even Doomsday, I'm at the whims of them top decking. They have 2 draws. I guess Doomsday is the one that's more likely to win, right? Though I guess they are going to get 2 draws, and they can theoretically have the ability to hardcast a force after. So it's pretty risky in that sense as well. I have my one frog. I can get my one frog. They theoretically can't metamorph. I mean, if they have metamorph, they'll metamorph Jewel and I die. I can just get Ancestral. I just don't think it's good. I mean, I don't think Tameo is... Yeah, is that better than frogging? Frog draws us an extra card. I guess we do get the technically get the clue. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to just Doomsday and hope we don't die. Yeah. I agree. Well, we play into counter magic better if we play a creature. If opponent draws anything good, they win. If they draw nothing good but draw counter magic, it's bad if we go Doomsday. Surely drawing 4 is enough. I don't know. Let's try Frog. I guess I should have gone for a different thing here then. Whatever. It's fine. I'm just so tilted from the beginning section of this game. All right, Ring's coming. What'd you find? They found Pio. They found Metamorph. As a Jewel. Draw 3. It doesn't bring Duress back right away. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think I'd rather just have an extra card with Frog right away. I don't know. That's a tough loss. We got to go back and look at the opening hand and see if we could have made a better play, I guess. Was my play... I don't think my play was weird. I feel like my play was good, right? Like, this wasn't a bad play. Two Jewels, 6 mana, and a Force that doesn't have a blue card. I can... I mean, I could have taken a mana. I could have taken Monolith. Feels really dumb to take a Monolith when they will just tap their Monolith and it'll be dead. Tell me, is this bad, chat? Is this not correct? Duress the Force, Spell Pierce the Jewel, hold the DT. I mean, I could definitely have gone... I could have gone DT... I could have Duressed the Jewel. I could have gone, taken the Jewel, DT'd for Ancestral, and Duressed the other Jewel. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to do that. How many things do I get punished for by, like, letting my Spell Pierce do its job? Like, surely there's not that many, right? Lotus, Vault, Crypt. Those 3 cards. I just wanted to save my spells to, like, use them better. I felt very safe doing that. But, like, obviously we could have just taken Jewel, Black Lotus, Demonic for Ancestral, taken the other Jewel. I guess we could have cast Ancestral right away if we really wanted to. Yeah, maybe that's just better. Maybe I'm just traumatized from my my Ancestrals. But I guess that's, like, likely my next play anyways, right? Well, my next play, theoretically, if they draw nonsense, right? We Spell Pierce a Jewel, and then I Duress the other Jewel. And I might still end up being on DT Ancestral anyways. So maybe it just doesn't make any sense to play this slower. If I'm just always getting Ancestral, you know, probably casting Ancestral now, right? Like, I just have to dodge them top decking another Jewel. Or a Ring. No, I just am not going to play Doomsday Heister. I think Doomsday's awful right now. But this was a weird matchup spread, to say the least. I'm just trying to think. I think maybe I just made a mistake, and I'm just supposed to take both Jewels and just Ancestral now. It's really awkward that I don't have a Null Rod, right? Like, if I had a Null Rod, isn't this game completely won on the spot? Like, I can just DT for a Null Rod at any point in this game and win. Feels like just deck building problems, like making our lives harder for no reason. Like, what was in our sideboard? It was a bunch of nonsense, right? Or Fatal Put, 5 removal spells, ley lines. I feel like it's pretty easy to fit one Null Rod in here. Either way, I don't think I played particularly well tonight. I feel like I had some really good piles in the middle, in the beginning section, and then I had some bad things happen in the end. My initial analysis of this deck is the same now. I think this deck is not very good. I think if you're really good at Doomsday, you can make it work, but this deck looks worse to me than playing normal Doomsday. You're sacrificing your good matchups to try to be better against Lurrus Control, and I don't even think you're that much better against Lurrus Control. You're like certainly like not getting a ton of value game one when your opponent has getting a bunch of Fatal Push targets and Swords targets. So like you're not really gaining game one value. Like you might gain some value by like your opponent's not expecting you to be on a Doomsday. I think that happened maybe once in our league, but like we made the Dredge matchup worse. We made the Jewel matchup worse. We made a whole bunch of our matchups worse to try to get better at the Lurrus Control matchup, and I'm not even sure that we got that much better. I think the Frog, Lurrus, Tameo stuff does add a nice little layer of complexity. You can do some interesting things. You have some more spots where you can do stuff, but we missed the second Oracle. We missed Consult. We missed Street Wraith Heavy. We even missed Preordain. So, I mean, it's possible that I'm just not looking through it with an open enough mindset. And I'm just like always thinking about what we could have had and not trying to maximize the stuff we did have as much as we could. But I feel like we were doing a pretty good job of looking for frog piles, looking for attacking lines, and it makes sense to compare the cards we lost with the cards we have. And if they're not doing, if it's losing us games, then it's losing us games. And I definitely felt like we lost at least as many games to the deck changes that we did end up winning, right? At least the same number, if not more. So that's how I feel. You are absolutely welcome to have a different opinion. I know that Kevin Subasa Cat really likes this deck right now. My biggest question would be, is Kevin just winning on the back of being a superior player in Doomsday Pilot, or is this deck actually giving him noticeable advantages against the matchup spread? But I definitely feel that you are taking away the best parts of Doomsday in its power and its speed, and you are replacing it with a bad Lurrus deck. Like, you are certainly worse at doing the frog thing. You don't actually have the removal to necessary. You don't really have wastelands to follow up with. You don't even have that many like little other counter spells, like 1-mana counter spell. I guess you do have some 1-mana counter spells, but it's like a little less versatile. So yeah. That's how I feel. You're allowed to have other opinions, and I'm allowed to be wrong. That's how it works. More vintage content like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, if you're in town in the Northeast and you want to play vintage on Sunday, check out ELD's Time Vault games. We're going to be playing some full proxy vintage. I'll see you then.